G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon. So we are going to be getting into it this episode. We've just had a bit of research done as promised in between the last two episodes. What we've done is we completed salt extraction. So yeah, if I have a look down here, salt extraction is now completed. There were some unprofitable vehicles. I'll take you through that in just a sec. But we've completed salt extraction. So this episode we're going to be taking salt out of the ground and taking it to that brand new area that we unlocked in the last episode. So why don't you enjoy the Stitch Up intro and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, guys, welcome back. So just before we go there, before we go and have a look at salt extraction, in fact, let's pause for a sec. But I've actually redone this area as well. So I did have one track they came in on and went off to each of the 5 sort of station tracks or 5 platforms. But what we've done now is I've got this here. So trains approaching from the west side can come in and they can come straight into here and they can go into basically any platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Trains using this roundabout can do the same likewise by getting in here or here, here, and here. They'll be fine. And of course, trains who want to come from this western approach and do a turnabout could do it so there, or they can go up and load up and do it there as well. But I believe they should take this one. I don't think anyone needs to do that unless they're coming in. No, I don't think they need to do that anyway. I can't see anyone who'd need to come in from that side and do that one as well. So just before we kick off as well, so we did find originally, I don't know if I solved this in the last episode, but there was a kink here. It was a 2-sharp kink, so trains couldn't get up there. There was like a jagged bit where it came in and it really hit at an angle. It must have been the way the way it come up here and then curved. So it allowed me to build it. It looked fine, but trains wouldn't use this left-hand track, so they wouldn't route their way back. And then the only other thing I've done here is the 3-way intersection here remains. However, over here, I've actually given ourselves one of these big, well, we called them in the last series a roundabout. I believe someone on Discord advised me they're called turnabouts. And I think so. I think that's what they are. Please feel free to drop that in the comments if I got it wrong again. But this turnabout, so trains will just hit play there. Trains will then just basically come straight through here. So if you need to come round, they'll do the entire go round. And there's a little bit of height there as well, and a little bit of legacy tunneling from the previous tunnel that used to be there. But this makes it quite good because I needed trains to be able to come from this area. Deland. Trains need to go where the salt is. There's the salt. Yep. Trains need to come to Deland and then head off to the new areas. And of course, they go out to our dairy production area. They come all the way along here. There's a train there. They come to the dairy production, but then of course they continue along here as well. And then they get into this. And this is where they get into the new area. So these are really, really far distances. So I think what we'll do, let's get straight into it. Now, this is how it's going to work, right, at a high level. So we basically need salt to be delivered to here. So I'm going to need salt to come into a warehouse. And what's going to happen is that salt is going to then get onto a truck and then go into there. So let's get it happening first. Let's stay on pause and let's get this happening as efficiently as possible. The salt extraction, now I've got the turnabout thing happening here, so I understand that could be a little bit of an issue at some point, but I'm hoping that, because this road actually extended along here, so I'm hoping there's no issue there. I'm hoping that it just kind of, in fact, we can get rid of that. Yeah, I'm hoping that there's no major issue along here and the salt is still underneath. The road kind of came out there, so I'm just hoping it returns to that. Either it returns to the white, or I just don't know what the game does with it, but let's see. I still think the salt deposit is there. It doesn't deplete it just because it built a road on top of it. But we'll have to fix the turnabout at some point as well. I just don't know how I want to do that. Okay, so salt extraction is going to be the first thing. Now we've unlocked it, so we should be fine if we go to mining. There looks like to be more options. A salt mine, brilliant. Oh, 100,000 there. Okay, so these they're expensive. But yeah, okay, Jesus. Okay, what do we got to borrow here? We can borrow about 700,000 there. So we'll just have to borrow a little bit because we're going to have to buy a train at some point. Okay, cool. Oh, they're quite big as well. Right, okay. So let's see. Salt mine. Well, we're going to be shipping out to there and I'm going to need, in fact, if I put it, where is the extent of it? So what I might do actually is do this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go terraforming and let's just get this down a little bit like that, right? Yeah, the salt's underneath, so that's good. Okay, so we go here, we grab our lovely salt mine and we're going to put it there. I think it lets me do that. That is a weird looking kind of, yeah, it's a weird looking asset, I'd say. No offense, it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, but it's weird. It kind of looks a bit cartoon, but that's fine. It'll do the job. We're definitely going to need ourselves a warehouse as well. And I couldn't see where the warehouses would hold salt, but I think that's because I hadn't unlocked it. So I'm hoping, ooh, raw salt warehouse. Nice. Okay, cool. So we'll need one of these at both ends because we're going to get raw salt in here, and that would go for both, but I think we could put it there actually. Yeah, that could be nice because it is in both. It touches both there, so that's pretty good. Although that's sitting on the reservation, on the salt mine. That's all right. I think we've got access here. We've definitely got access over there to put 1, 2, and maybe 3 more if we move some things around. So that should be fine. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. And basically all we're going to be doing here now, we're shipping salt out of here and we're taking it to the new area, but we're going to make it a train that collects iron ore first and then grabs the salt. So it gets the iron ore, it goes and gets the salt, and then it drops off. Is that going to work? Or do we have a separate one running the iron ore? Maybe we have a separate one. I think we'll do it like that. Yeah, so we'll do it like this. So let's just put that there at ground level. And this is salt, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We have to select it, and 1,000 pieces as well. That's quite a capacity. We do have to route our way around this locked land. Okay. Let's select this. I think select that. That's good. Right. So that would start mining. And have we lost things? I don't know if we've lost things. Let's just, we may have we? I haven't got my second monitor there. I don't know if we've lost anything. We haven't lost controls, and I don't seem to have lost my camera. I'll find out, won't I? I think I'm still good. Yep, I think I'm still good. Okay, let's leave it. Right. Now, do we want to go? So let's see. Would this work? So we collect iron ore. Geez, actually, let's get rid of this. Yeah, so if we're doing iron ore here, iron ore, get the salts and come back. Iron ore, get the salt and come back. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay, cool. Right, so let's do this. Let's procure a train. We'll need to borrow a little bit more money. In fact, let's get quite a bit going on here. Let's borrow everything. Right, here we go. So we go buy. Now, let me see here. So I've got myself 680,000. We've got a few new trains unlocked. So there was a GWR 3031, with the big single wheel. That's kind of cool, but it's a steam train, and I think we need to really these salts. I think we need to get some of these guys. Yeah, let's save the steam trains. Oh, look at that one. 18. That's a massive wagon. I like that. Oh my god, there's so many cool things. Okay, cool. Let's just get ourselves, what's this one? So this one's 70 kilometers an hour, 137, 44. I'm looking at the speeds here. I think we might double head 2 of these guys and really, shall we go all out? Let's do that. Let's put this guy with this guy. Okay, cool. So that's going to be fairly expensive, $300,000 for the two locomotives. And now we want to see here, any cargo is going to be salt. Is that salt? No, this is going to be salt here. Salt. Okay, so we've got oh, this is lovely. 3 tons, 12 tons, 12 tons. So we're going to get these guys, and what we're going to do is go. So salt will be the first 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 8, that's 9, and 10. Okay, so the first 10 cars are going to be that, right? And the length of this is 142. So then on top of that, we want iron ore. And I want the biggest iron ore cars we have, which will be these guys, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 and 5, and we're 200 meters. So that's all right. I think we're good. I think I set the station up as a 200-meter station. It's 500,000. Brilliant. Okay, cool. This is going to be quite a lovely train. So we go full load, and the first thing we're going to do is pick up the iron ore here. Hang on. There, sorry. Yep, at Oray Branch. So the iron ore gets picked up. The train goes out, and then goes and collects the salt. It's the next one. So then we want to go collect those guys. So it's going to be load, and it's going to be just here. So it's going to be not these guys. So collect the iron ore in those last wagons. Yep. And then it's going to be load here, and what we're doing is we're collecting the salt. So it's going to be not the last 5 wagons, so the first, well, 3 through 12, which is 10 units, taking away the locomotives, and then a full unload is going to be full unload here, 135,000. We do have to get ourselves an iron. Oh, we still got to set up the truck network as well. Where do I cut through? Here it is. My cut through is here, isn't it? Yeah, my cut through is here, and it's drop off everything there, because at some point we can pick up stone. The same train won't be picking up the stone. So this is going to be, we're going to call this salt slash iron ore. Oop, no. Let's just say salt slash iron to Scarsdale East. Okay, and that'll be that, and I think that's right to go. So I'm going to set the game to play, and I'm going to do this, and we're going to see about this. Right, this is going to be cool. Now, 135,000 left. I haven't started getting the salt out of the ground yet, have I? Here's this big train. Let's watch him come out. We have to fix this. We definitely have to fix that. Actually, no, that's not something we can fix because of this. We will fix the gradient at some point. Yeah, this is interesting because, I mean, I don't know, but I think this guy is going to be running very, very slow. But I wonder if it's the hill. Here we go, 40 kilometers an hour. And let's see if he isn't loaded up yet. 41, 49, 50, and now he slows down. So let's wait till he loads up. Oh, DeLand now accepts stone. Where is DeLand? So DeLand accepts stone there. We'll be bringing a train into this, definitely. Okay, so we know the 2 products are now going to head out to our new area, and we need to set up a truck network. A very small truck network that goes out here. And on top of that as well, I've got a salt warehouse, that's great, but what I do need as well is a, let's see here, this is going to be an iron ore warehouse. I think I'll get... I don't think I'm ever going to have a massive amount of iron ore here. So let's just do it like that. And he'll hold 143 standard. Right, okay, and let's just go here with... if I do this, I've got a bit of room here to do the stations. So I could do one with 2. Yeah, I could, couldn't I? I could do it like that. And then when I've got the room and the money, I can kind of... Let's see, that will go like that. Ooh, can't build here. Why not? Why not, people? Oh, why not? Is that because of the... There we go. That's lovely. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, let's do that. They're both... It looks like a turnabout, but they're actually both platforms, so that's all right. We must remember that they're both platforms. We'll see how that works. I can't imagine that'll work brilliantly. We'll now need to get ourselves a depot, and a single depot here, 30,000, which is a shame, but we have to do that. And what we need to do now with our 44,000, and we can't borrow any. Let's see the salt come in though. I think we'll go to speed 2, and we'll start to see the salt get picked up and dropped in. Where is it? It'll be coming down here soon. We should see it at some points. Oh god. Right, he's only just getting out of here. So let's go speed 3 and watch him use our new turnabout. So this is our lovely new turnabouts. And we watch the train go out. And of course, these trains are both using turnabout at the same time. In fact, because I've kept these... Oh, iron ore. Scarsdale doesn't accept iron ore. Oh no, that was one of the things we're bringing iron ore for. Ah! And I think the game's not going to offer that again because that's a raw product and it's a first level product and it's a non-modded product. Now, I think the algorithm in the game is now going to say to me, we're not going to do that anymore. And I think that's going to be a big waste because it is a long way doing that. So what we'll do is, in fact, let's send this guy back to here. This is a bit of a shame, but we're going to get a bit of a refund as well. So let's send him back to here. I'm going to make some more sheds as well. Now I know I can put my sheds anywhere. I'm going to put the sheds a bit more central, close to that turnabout. So I'm going to make a whole shed area with about 3 or 4 sheds like we had in the previous series. Okay, so we now need that to come back to there. So let's do that. Let's open this. And we're going to redo this train in just a sec. And we just want salt. Yep, okay, we're going to go there and we're going to pause. Okay, so the reconfiguring of this is going to be like this. So scroll across. Yep. And we want that to be here. Right, so we want to swap these guys out with salt. It doesn't... no, I think I'll get rid. Let's get rid of those. So that's 10. 10, 10, 10. Let me make this into 12 of these guys. So if I duplicate that, it gives me 12. Okay, and we want to change the run here because array branch was going to be there, and we don't want that. So it's going to be remove, and then it's going to be load all. So let's say full load and full unload. Add to land. Full unload for salt, and then Scarsdale full unload, and we don't need to worry about that one. We'll leave it there anyway, but let's do he's going out. Now he's going to have to do the whole turnabout again. We'll go speed 3, let him do that quickly. And we're going to purchase ourselves a salt truck at some points. So maybe I'll just sit on speed 2 for a second. In fact, let's go speed 1 for a sec, and let's see what trucks are available to haul salt. Salt. Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at this. So we've got the Pegaso Comet 10, but I like this one here with 15 units. It's 128,000, but it's a lovely truck. That's really cool. This is great. This is really cool. All right, we're going to do that, and you are going to go, please, but you need to be... I need to go to stations, and we'll do one with just one, will we? Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll just do one here. So I think I'll just do that. 100 profit. Because we can always get him coming out the other way, but let's not worry too much about that until we've worked out exactly what's going on. And if we go garage and we do this, so speed 1, yep. So the salt's on its way down. And we want full load here, please, and then full unload here. Yep. And this is going to be salt to Scarsdale West, and the truck's going to be coming out. There he is. Lovely colour of that truck. I really like him. He's really cool. And the salt train will be on its way in. We'll go check on that now. And let's see how much this salt is commanding per unit. 608 per sortie. And I guess it can have 80 plus 160 in storage. So really, we can really start supplying these guys heavily. I think I need to really oversupply. I need to turn the supply lines up on a lot of my products. I think I'm sitting on stagnation. This guy's not even moved out into the turnabout yet. Okay, so he's on the turnabout. 2 trains coming in here. Ooh, Scarsdale Salt Industry. Yes, 38,000. We'd like to. That's twice now I've had to save that, but that's all right. It does help us as well that the iron ore doesn't need to be taken care of. To be fair, the iron ore was just a pain to go collect it. It was out of the way. It's great that we just get the salt, come back, get the salt, come back, so that's not bad. And this thing here holds 1,000 pieces of salt, so we'll go have a look at let's have a look at how the salt's being pulled out of the ground and what's happening there and how much of it is sitting in this. Oh, of course, we can get our stone. And actually, do you know what, we might do this and then we might swap out. So we've got stone, we've just got salt and stone being swapped out on both ways. That could work. That could be a nice little addition. Stone here is going to be about 700 as well. This one's got 162 out of 286 internal, which means nothing in the warehouse yet. Let's see this go in. It's funny. This one may not be in reach. This one's not in reach. So I think what will happen is this one here, of course, the station. Let's do this. Let's go speed 1 for a sec and let's have a quick look at mining facilities sold. If I do it here, he's not in reach of the station. So he'd have to be here. But let's see if this guy's in reach of the station, because if he's not, then we're in big trouble, of course. Oh God, I think I've bollocks this up. Salt warehouse. If I did it there, yeah, that's in reach of the station. Okay, so what we'll do is any salt level 2 production can happen out of this one around this area, and we'll do it on site. But then that product now needs to be shipped down to closer to the actual station. So what'll happen is when this gets to 286, let's go on speed 3 here, because I need this guy to basically get out of the ground, get onto 286, and then once it's done that, it'll start pulling into here, and that means the train will start picking it up. Let's just check our warnings as well to make sure. Gold bracelet's going to go, and we've got some unprofitable vehicles here. Let's go and see. Who is it? It's the train, yeah. It's interesting. Train 5, Train 5. Well, we've only had Train 5 going for a minute, so let's just calm down. 243. Okay, so we are going to get there, and we'll get the salt coming into here. So I can imagine this train... Yeah, waiting for him. Here we go. We're about to get the 286 threshold, pushing it into the storage and straight into the train. So 276... 10 more units and then we'll be able to come straight down. Got the Stitch hat out again. So that goes into there, and they go one in, one out, one in, one out, and they come straight into the train, and that's quite good. The train is going to pick up quite a bit, so I think what we'll do is we'll drop off 15, 15, all the way down to 12 units. We'll drop them all back over to Scarsdale West. Once we've done that, we'll send the train back to the depot, because that's kind of on that road. Then after that, I think we'll reprovision the train so that we're pulling the stone out of the ground. So let's just go speed 1 for a second. Is this anything Scarsdale? No, it's not. Let's do this. Okay, let's start looking at bringing the stone back as well. And that would be quite good. The train network here is massive. Okay, stone, and there is close to there. So I think we're literally ready to go with it. Just going to pick this warehouse. Yep, that's close to the station, so we can see. If I click on it as well... No. Oh, station will tell me what's close. Yeah, sorry, the station says everything, tells me everything that's in range. I knew one of them told me what was in range of the others, but yeah, that's cool. Okay, look at the footprint of that tiny little drill. Okay, mine, I should say. All right, so we basically need to wait for our salt train to deliver the first load of goods. That'll be quite a delivery though. And I believe that's not it. That is not it. But he must be getting there. He's about half full. Okay, that's fine. Train 1, Train 5. Train 1's not transferred, earned any money or cargo in the last... he's waiting as well. Okay. We have to fix this. There's not enough room for in and out as well. I might have to do one of those stupid overgroundy things here. Or go over the water. See, I could even put a bridge all the way across the water here, possibly, but I don't think I have enough room at the end. We may have to purchase this bit of land, do our turnabout, because there's a lovely turnabout there as well. What is on this land? Well, more wood we don't need, but demands. We do need to look at steel production. That's another big thing that's in the regular chain that we need to look at. That's holding us back quite a bit. Just checking there. We are getting quite a bit of money. How's our train going? Yeah, here we go. We're looking at the second last carriage now. So if we go there, yep, the last carriage is going. So we're about to actually rock and roll. Let's wait for him to pull out. And when he does so, let's there we go. Speed 1. Okay, and these are the salts. These sort of the rolling stock for all the salt is great. Now let's see. So there's the block. So he's going to roll in. Yep. And I could get him to eventually come along there. See, I've even not got enough room here. He's built right on the edge. I think it's going to be trouble trying to... I think I'm going to have to just keep it like this. The other thing is I could roll into the station in a tunnel, and I could use the tunnel and then always roll out of the station so that when they load up here, they roll out directly. I could do that. I could route it. In fact, I could do that quite easily. I could roll in on the left here, come lower, 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 and then come all the way around there. I could do that. In between episodes, I think I'll do that. See, look at him. He's having trouble there. We have to fix all this. Yeah, this can all be done a lot better. Even this was done in the early stages of the game. We can come around here. Again, this is all going to slow things down a bit. I think as the trains go up the hills, they try and bring their stock up the hill, they're all going to have trouble. And these trains will struggle going down the gradient as well because you're having all the braking power behind you. So yeah, that's not too bad. What's happening? All right, come on, people. Just check on these. We don't want anyone to go out of business after saving them for quite a bit. The turnabout works beautifully. Signaling, yeah, signaling good. Signaling good. I know my signaling now. I was stuck a bit last time with something that wasn't quite right, and it was frustrating me. But there was a slight abutment where the track did this. Instead of going around nicely, the track went up the hill and just abutted. And there were two tracks next to each other. One turned beautifully, the other one went up, and it allowed me to join the piece, but the piece ended up being slightly like that, and it didn't like it. So it would be good if we do eventually get a tool that helps us to work out what the issue is. But then it's also nice troubleshooting it yourself, but that was a frustrating one. Okay, our lovely new truck. What's the truck again? The truck is the... Oh, I forgot what the truck is. Oh, hang on, look at this. Okay, there's the Salt Man. So the Salt Man is 165. Let's go speed 1, and we can see, look at that, because the truck is this lovely kind of amber colour, but look at the salt in the back. Let's see how much he gets as well. That's quite lovely. I think it's pretty good. So we said we'd reconfigure that train. I think what might be good now, though, is now that the train's taken so long to get here and deliver the salt, by the time it gets back, that warehouse with the 1,000 pieces, that warehouse will start to fill up. So instead of stuff going straight into the warehouse, straight onto the train, it'll now start filling up at the maximum speed. So I think it could be good just to wait a second. We have 27 minutes in the episode, so we're pretty good. We've got a few minutes there. This guy, I didn't check and see how much that... I didn't do it again. So silly. How much is this? 612. Okay, let's go see how much you are. Let's see. There you are, there you are, there you are. And here. Yep. Okay, let's see. Let's see how much you end up giving us to the coffer. And there you go, there you go. 9,000. It's not a lot, not heaps. The loan's maxed out. Let's do this. Let's pay it back a bit, but keep 250,000. Because once this train's done one more trip, we're then gonna sort it out. Ah, no, we're not, because it's not even made its way back. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So please, please go back to here. Yep. Okay, and let's click on our little GR single road engine shed. So let's go pause, reconfigure, and now what we want is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're gone, and everything beyond you are going to be swapped out, replaced, and they're going to be replaced with stone. Yep, and it's going to be these guys, 5 ton, 5 ton, 9 ton. Well, we want, I do like the idea of a few different ones. So let's do one, hang on. So that was all 4 of those. Okay, that's all right. Ooh, that might be, they're quite short though. So let me try that. In how long? 175. Okay, maybe we just go 2 of these then. 163,000, and so basically we now need to change the route. Okay, cool. So it's going to be at the land, any track, we want you to do two things. We want you to go load, and we want you to load all of the salt ones, so the hopper wagons, but none from 11 onwards. Yep. And then we want you to and then we want you to go, can we get another one here? Delete. I'm going to remove this one. Then we go here. It's basically going to be here, and it's going to be unload here all of the other units. Unload all of the other units. Right? So load the first units with salt. Unload all of the other ones. We're going to have to get it to skip one here. Then we want it to go load, and we want it to be around the mountain, around the mountain, around the mountain. Whoop. There we go, around the mountain, please. Come on. Okay, past the dairy, and into here. So at Scarsdale East, and it's going to be load all of the stone 11 onwards, and unload, please, all of the unload all of the salt. So load the bottom, the stone ones, and unload all the salt. Right, and salt iron, no, salt stone. I'm going to call it salt stone. In fact, let's just call it salt stone train. Salt and stone. Okay, let's see if you do that. You're out, you're out, you're out. And I think we're going to have to tell it to miss one of the loads there. And let's see what it does first. Is it going to head out? Yep. Ooh. Are you stuck? No, you're not. Okay, so there he goes there. It's quite a cool train too. I mean, it's probably well underpowered. Oh, it's going to go and do its other stuff first. Okay, that's all right. We'll see it back there. When it does bring the stone, though, we need to be geared up and ready to do something here. So I think at the very least, what we'll do is we'll grab ourselves. So we got this one here, right? What we'll do then is we'll go like this. And this episode I see is getting quite lengthy. Gonna get rid of this one here and this one here, which is, you know, interesting. I'm then gonna go with the road like this. Why not? Why not, people? Oop. Okay, let's do this. And then we have to get rid of that. And we go with the road again, and the train should be on its way. And I want to basically say now, see, you got this one just here, so that should work nicely. So what we'll do is we'll go, is the land, do we have, we don't have anything here. So there was never a car working over here. We were dropping back with the wood. We brought stuff with the wood and it sits right next to this, but we never had ourselves a garage. But what we will do is we'll get ourselves a stone warehouse. So go here, go houses, and let's thin warehouse, please. And I'm going to put it right there, nice. And it's going to be stone, yep. And then we're going to get ourselves a garage. And let's get the garage right out the way. Can we? Can we do that? So I don't know that we can. It's going to be awkward. That's not too bad. It's kind of a little bit in the way. What about that? That stops him growing too far. Oh god. I'm just worried that that's where the train is going to be. Let's put him here. Because I think I need to... This is where I'm going to be doing train improvements and track improvements. Right, so we basically need a stone train. Sorry, a stone truck. We can get ourselves, without overdoing it here... What are you? 4 tons, 3 tons? Let's get an SCM hopper. Scailman, what are you doing here with your lovely stuff? 127,000. Yeah, and we... this is great because we'll go full load here and full unload. I think here 100% profit. Nice. Yeah, and it's going to be called Stone to Delam West, and it's going to be off and running. So you'll go. Now, what I need to do is tell it to skip the current order. It didn't skip the current order, did it? Because it didn't load up. Did it load up? It did load up, yes. So it's loaded these guys up. Let's go on fast forward and see. Geez, it moves on fast forward, doesn't it? Okay, bankruptcy avoided for someone, so we've done something good here. This is all being dropped off nicely. How's your supply? Growing, which is good, 128 to 130. So we're giving them exactly what they're asking for. Ooh, Scarsdale wants stone. Oh, you're joking. That's lovely. Gold bracelets out of business, that's fine. We will get to gold. Actually, gold was on our target, wasn't it? Look at this. It's given us a stone here, but for low demand. Now, if I go... I'm just going to check this, because if I do... want these guys... Okay, when the train comes in, it'll unload here. Yep, see that one? It's actually dropped off all this. How much are we supplying? Growing. We're really oversupplying him. I think the truck is too effective. Okay, let's see him drop off all these, but does he load up? He does. He loaded up on... Just checking that. Yeah, he's loaded up on stone, so that's great. Yeah, this truck is too effective. And we need to drop stone straight across. If I do... Would that work? Stone, will he fill up? No, but I can get myself a conveyor which will take it in, and then we'll drop from here to here. And I was going to see, does this... If I get myself this little one and put him exactly where the other one is, he's in 100% profit of the stone, so that would work. So basically, we've got it all. It's nice. It's not like it's here and we have to have another one of these. So that works out quite well. So in between episodes, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll set up a truck route to run stone there. I'll need to route the stone underneath, and that'll repurpose this extra warehouse as well. That's quite a nice little episode, actually. We got salt production is off and running. We've made a little plan of what I'm going to do in between episodes of tidying up things, and it's going to be, of course, you know, all the improvement works over here. So a roll in. I love this roll in, roll out. This is what I do with my trains anyway. I always come in from my stations. Always come in from one side and out the other, and that's how I get my system to work. It's not saying it's correct, but the roll in, roll out. And I didn't realize it's called roll in, roll out, but that's kind of perfect. I'd heard the term before, but I didn't realize that's what it was. But basically, yeah, roll in, roll out. So I'm gonna have the trains route their way around the township here, and then come in this way at the water level, because I do like how this one is right up against, it's a bit like a seawall if you have a look at that. I think that's really cool. That's a bit of a natural thing as well. I think I just put I saw that plateau and I carved it down and I put it there, but I didn't realize it was going to look so good. That just looks great. It looks like the station's right down against the ocean, and then everything's back up from it. It's quite cool. It's like you'd see in a coastal town somewhere on the coast of England or Australia or something. Okay, this has been a good episode. We'll stay with this. Let's look at level 2 salt products soon. Let's also get into gold production. In fact, I might start researching gold production in between episodes. And like this, when it's ready to go, I'll say, right, we're ready, and we'll rock and roll. There's another little improvement I can do there, is that little dip down can be taken out. So yeah, this whole area should look a little different when you come back and see it. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Don't forget to chat to Goldenarrow and Scailman on the Discord and tell them how brilliant their freaking mods are, because they're awesome. As are all of the mods and all the modders in the community. And hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.